Oh, he come off. God. First one of the day come off. Oh, there we go. We got one on. Let's get away from the wall. Let's see what he is. Big old brim. We got us a big old brim. A chickapin. There we go, guys. Big old brim.
Took it.
First brim of the year, Hut.
Yep.
There we go. Big old lake runner. He don't have the red on his ears yet, though. Don't look like. So I don't know. You want to keep him or you want to let him go?
We can let him go.
Let him go?
Yeah.
We're catching just the sac-a-lait?
Yep.
All right, we'll let him go. You want to let him go? You got him good? There you go. Let him go. Backflip. Good job. It's good to have a wingman. All right. Well, we got fish number 2. The first one came off. That was the second one. We got a fish on. Oh, looks like a bass, guys. So he was right up on this tree. See what he looks like. Let's see what he looks like. Let's get him up. There we go. Little bass. All right, on a tube jig. There we go. There we go, guys. Got us a little bass on a tube jig. See that jig right in his mouth right there. Sweet. Threw it up on that tree right there, and boom, he's nailed it. So pretty cool. Love to catch these little bass like that. Let them come back in these little fisheries around the house, and they could grow up, get a little bit bigger, give you a little bit more of a battle. Pretty cool. We got another fish on, guys. Hit off this tree, and we got us a little bass this time. All right, got us a bass on a tube jig. Always fun to catch those little bass like that on that light line. So we got 4-pound test line that we throw in for sac-a-lait, which so far we didn't have much luck with sac-a-lait, but we caught 2 little bass and a big old brim. So what we're doing, we're just kind of focusing up on those trees, targeting sac-a-lait for spawning sac-a-lait. And when that one hit the water, that stopper went straight under. He sunk it. This little guy right here. Healthy little bass. It's good to see that these fish are coming back in this little fishery. So we're gonna let him go, and we're gonna let him get bigger. But talk about fun on this light 4-pound test line with a tube jig, catching those bass. They fight like crazy. All right, we got one on, guys. What we got? Sac-a-lait. All right. So we got our first sac-a-lait of the day. There we go. It's a little one, but we got him. So we got a brim, big chickapin. We got 2 bass, and now we have our first sac-a-lait today, which is what we've been targeting. But we're not going to be able to keep this little guy. He's too small. He's healthy though. He's fat, but he is small. So we are going to let him go and grow back. So show you guys what I'm fishing today. Today, guys, if y'all watch the channel, you know popsicle. I'm on that popsicle color again today. I have it tipped with my niblet. You can probably see it right there, right here on the end. And that tends to be what I'm getting my bites on. Water's not real pretty where I'm at today, to be honest with y'all. It's milky, it's muddy, but it is still getting bites with the popsicle color. Caught him just over here off of the edge of this grass. They have some old laydowns in this area, nothing fancy. Just kind of going along this bank, trying just to have a good afternoon with all of you guys and catch a couple of fish. Not really expecting much, to be honest with y'all, this afternoon after all this rain we had got. Kind of messed up our waterways around here. So just kind of decided to come make a trip this afternoon for a couple hours before dark and just mess around, mainly see if we could catch a couple. And hey, lo and behold, we are catching a few, so that's always a fun time when we can catch something. So I think the conditions will get better once everything stabilizes. we'll get back on them pretty good. There's one again. Whoa, hold on. We might be on to something there, guys. We have a little bite again, same spot. All right, well, let's try that again. All right, we got another one on, guys. Let's see if we can land him. A little one. Ha, a little bass again, huh? Boy, he smoked in a hook.
Yeah.
Let me see. You got him? Watch your finger with the hook, okay? Little bass off the tree. There we go. Boy, look at that little gut on him. He's healthy, huh? Go ahead.
Smoked it.
Boy, did he smoke it. He sunk that stopper. You got it. He smoked it. Push up now. There you go. Show the guys. Yeah, good little healthy bass. Got a gut on him, huh?
Yeah.
He's been eating well.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to let him go, but that was fun. Boy, I threw next to that tree and he just did boom with that cork. He went straight with it.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fun. On that light tackle 4-pound test, those little bass will fight. Yeah, this sucker, he's been eating pretty good. He got stuff coming out of him. So, yeah, sweet. Well, let's let him get bigger. We'll catch him another day. How about that? Let's let him go. Let him go. See if he swim off.
Yeah, he swam.
Hey, I appreciate the help on that one. Good. It's always good to have a good net man in the boat. A good net and a good net man. All right, guys. See if we can get another one. Hold on. Don't go after him. Let me bring him to you. Got it? One on. Let me bring him to you. There we go. So you see, we changed up the technique right there. Saw what I did?
Mm-hmm.
So tell everybody what I did right there. I changed it. I went from a cork to what I did.
Like a retrieve or something?
Yeah. Go ahead, lay it down. And then take it out and then you can tell them what we did. Show it to them and tell them what we did. So that was really our last set of trees pretty much right here. Push it out hard. Push it towards you.
In there.
Yeah. It's in that skin, that's why. There you go. Okay, let this go so it don't hook you. All right, now let's turn around. So he was a good fighter. So show everybody him. There you go. Pretty little healthy little fish. Another little, they're all the same size. It's all some little young fish in this area, which this area, guys, was hit by a hurricane a few years ago. So this little fishery is coming back a little bit. That's why a lot of these bass are young, all this size. So it's important when, whenever you're in an area like this, you don't, obviously you have the right to do what you want within the legal limits, but we don't keep the bass when they're in an area like that that's been hit real hard by a hurricane. We go ahead and we just release them back. So, but tell everybody how we caught that one. So we went from using a cork to a cast and retrieve like you would do with a spinnerbait. So there you go, our little tube jig head. We got a Benoit's Performance Baits jig head, which is my favorite one to do this technique with. It's got a little corkscrew that holds that tube jig in place, and it's got a good sharp hook. Good sharp hook on this little jig head. And all I'm doing is I just cast it. I'll show you guys what I did. I just went ahead and I cast it against that tree, let it fall, and when it fell, I felt a thump, and I knew I had one on, and I caught up to it. I got I'm fishing it on a Cast King, I forgot what they call this, Brutus. I think it's the Brutus. Cast King Brutus. It's just a spin cast that I've had for a couple of years now. And it's a really good spin cast, super smooth. It is a little big, but it's very, very smooth. And I'm throwing that jig head with a curl tail jig on a 4-pound test. And I'll go and fish it like I fish a spinnerbait around these trees. Let it fall for a second and then just retrieve it back slow. And boy, they'll inhale it when they in a mood to where they want to hit it like that. It makes it a lot of fun, and he devoured it. So I go around these tree bases. I had just broke off a cork, and I didn't want to retie because we're getting close to leaving. And I said, well, let me pick up this setup. I always keep this setup in my boat as well. And let me cast. I said I'm gonna cast and try to see if I can catch one. And sure enough, what was that? Had the first cast with it? First cast with it. That little bass and held it. So we'll cast up, let it sink a second, and then we're gonna go ahead and retrieve it back real slow, like you would do like a beetle spin or something, but it just doesn't have a blade on it. So pretty cool technique. All right, guys, well, that is a wrap for our little afternoon trip for today. Glad you guys got to come along with us. We a lot of times these little areas that we hit like we did today, it's fun for us because we got hit by a hurricane just a couple of years ago, and all these little local fisheries that we're taking you guys along with us on this year, they really got hit hard. It went about a year or so where we could not even catch a fish in these fisheries. So today we said, hey, we're gonna go check out a different little spot, see how it's bouncing back. And we were targeting sac-a-lait like we've been doing in the last couple of videos. We ended up with 2 little small sac-a-lait today, but we ended up catching bass off of the trees where we were focusing, trying to catch those sac-a-lait on. So what that tells me is that in this little fishery that we fished this afternoon, probably in the last month or so, the sac-a-lait have already moved up, spawned on the trees, and they've now pushed off, and now we have some bass that are getting up on those trees to do their thing as we are now at the beginning of March. So with that warm weather we had last month, I think that definitely had an early spawn for a lot of sac-a-lait fisheries down here in South Louisiana. And I don't think it's completely done, and I think we still have some more depending on where you are. But I think down here, some of these fisheries have already experienced the majority of the spawn when it comes to sac-a-lait. So I could be wrong, but from what I'm seeing, I think I'm right on that for the most part. And you're gonna start seeing those bass spawning now and moving up shallow. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I know that we enjoy these little fisheries. I hope you guys do. It's not always about catching big numbers or big fish necessarily, but just going out and fishing and enjoying time in the outdoors. And taking, you know, my son Hudson with me this afternoon. He came along. That's always a good time. Well, guys, he would kill me if I didn't mention this to y'all. He is my cameraman for today, and he has a YouTube channel that is a gaming channel. So if you have kids that are into gaming, tell them to go check out Mushy VR. It's M-U-S-H-Y VR. Go check out his channel. He has some cool gaming stuff other than, you know, when he's with us in the outdoors filming, fishing, and hunting. He enjoys gaming, so go check out his channel and tell your kids about it. He would surely appreciate it, and I know he's going to thank me so much for mentioning it right here. He's been after me to mention it to you guys if you have kids that are into gaming. Well, that's all I got for today, guys. Until next time, my name is Jacob, and this is Last Stop Waterfowl Outdoors. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. We'd appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider doing so, because we're always doing something in the outdoors here in Louisiana, guys. Y'all take care, and we'll see y'all again next time right here on Last Stop Waterfowl Outdoors TV.